Hey there! We all know nature can be full of surprises. Sometimes it creates something beautiful, and other times it ruthlessly destroys it. Today, you're about to witness just how amazing Mother Nature can be, as our new compilation showcases some of the rarest moments. You've definitely never seen anything like this before, so let's get it on. The driver thought a little rain wouldn't mess up his plans. Unfortunately, the rain turned out to be a full-blown tornado. And when the guy tried to head back to the garage, there was nowhere to go. A lightning strike hit one of the blades of the wind turbine. Within a few minutes, the turbine caught fire and soon collapsed into pieces. It's amazing what a single strike of lightning can do. In Guatemala, tourists pulled out their cameras at the perfect time. Check out the aftermath of the flood in Montana. See how easily the rushing water sweeps away the road surface, and even the trees standing nearby? Heavy precipitation hit one of the cities in Turkey, while downtown only saw large puddles. On the outskirts, streams overflowed their banks. You can see the aftermath yourself.
Mate!
You know the winds are serious when it can easily push a car around. Here's how Houston looked after the tropical storm. By the way, the driver of this military Hummer helped people thanks to his vehicle being so tough. While getting the slopes ready for opening, the ski resort workers were surprised by a large avalanche.
Whoa.
People in a little Indian town caught a landslide on video. Luckily, no one was on the road at that time. At first glance, it might seem like just a regular weather phenomenon. Cumulus clouds are pretty common, but there's something so enjoyable about watching them. When checking the weather report for the imminent hailstorm, they likely didn't anticipate it being so severe. On the bright side, it's been a lucrative time for glaciers. Check out how a massive flood in an Indian state completely washed out a big stone bridge. They filmed the tornado thinking it probably wouldn't head their way, but then they got a closer look at the powerful twister. To go outside. Buildings' lower levels were flooded, and cars were carried away by powerful streams. Fortunately, there were no casualties. You probably won't get to witness a volcano eruption up close, so enjoy these mesmerizing shots captured in Iceland. A Saudi Arabian driver filmed a powerful dust storm. Definitely not the kind of thing you want to see on your commute back home from work.
Spingere, cavalli. Spingere. Guarda che là c'è l'acqua sotto.
And the landscape on this slope has forever changed. This guy captures not just the bursting of a dam, but also the powerful stream of water sweeping away his car and then his friend's house. You wouldn't wish that on anyone.
Поплыла моя машина.
Look at the flood caused by heavy rains in the mountains. San Sebastian is famous for its strong tides, so people aren't in a hurry to run far from the shore. Instead, they purposely come to watch the huge waves and cool off for a bit. Ruang is a small island in Indonesia, covering just about 4 by 5 kilometers. Most of its space is taken up by a volcano, which recently decided to remind everyone of its existence. Once the residents received alerts about the eruption, they promptly evacuated and watched from neighboring islands. So, when choosing where to live, it's good to remember, a dormant volcano might wake up someday.
Jam 8.30 ke Bali. Menyemburkan asap.
Mud volcanoes might not appear as threatening as typical volcanoes, but don't be fooled. The movement of mud can escalate into a full-blown eruption, and the mud itself can spread over a large area. It's almost like what went down in this village in Myanmar. Check out the neighboring house, and it's all going down right near people. Imagine the roller coaster of emotions these guys went through, from fear to awe. People were so fascinated by the powerful wind that they forgot to keep an eye on their belongings and nearly ended up losing their luggage. Two states simultaneously witnessed a scene where several devastating tornadoes spread across an area spanning over 1,200 kilometers. But folks in Iowa and Nebraska seemed accustomed to such whims of nature. Though frightened, people didn't miss the chance to watch large tornadoes raging not far from them.
Winds are howling. I'll stand on my porch and watch it. They're doing a good job. That sucker's impressed. Wow. She got some power, boys. Hope everybody's gonna be all right headed northeast, because that sucker's moving.
Sigue cambiando. Mira los rayos.
These clouds look like they were drawn by a 3D artist.
¿A dónde? Sí. No digas nada que estoy grabando. Sí, yo vi algo, sí. Miren el techo arriba. Esto es lo que tenemos arriba.
Sailors say no camera can capture the true scale of waves. So go ahead and multiply what you see by 10.
Che spettacolo! Una roba incredibile! L'iceberg che si gira!
Even if you don't speak Italian, it's easy to imagine the emotions he felt when he saw the iceberg flip right in front of him.
Questo si inabissa, tu vedrai. Guarda come sta venendo su. Sta ritrovando le linee di galleggiamento, i punti di equilibrio.
It's not often you see hailstorms where icy balls the size of small baseballs come raining down from the sky, and it's hard to imagine the damage they can cause until you experience it firsthand. This guy didn't have much luck driving in that kind of weather. The truck driver made the right call. Nobody wants to be on the road when there's a landslide. Italy isn't always sunny and calm. Sometimes it can be quite the opposite. It doesn't happen often, but people were lucky enough to witness huge waves on the Ligurian coast.
Yeah.
It's important not to underestimate avalanches. Even though this one doesn't move as fast, it can still cause significant damage. The Passage du Gois is such a unique spot. This road connects one of the islands to the mainland of France. But here's the kicker. It's only accessible for a few hours each day because the rest of the time, it's submerged underwater. Sometimes nature creates real magic. The slow motion footage of lightning strikes is incredibly stunning. It's like nature is painting directly onto the clouds. It might seem odd, but this is how buzzards dry and warm up their feathers for better flight. Look at that huge crowd of gray seals chilling out on the beach. Who knew relaxation wasn't just a human thing? Those cartoon-like blue jellyfish might seem cute, but they can actually be pretty dangerous. They have venom that can harm people, although it's not usually life-threatening. Still, it's best to keep an eye on them from the shore. Bird murmurations look like a dance. In this small Swiss commune, there are only about 534 people. So when something like this happens, everyone knows about it within an hour. Tourists find it thrilling, but think about those who have to listen to the sound of water non-stop from their bedroom window. In India, there's this amazing place where two rivers come together. On the left side, there's a river with really clean water, and on the right side, there's one with dirty water. When they merge, they form a third river known as Ganges. Guys, it's time to start packing up and head further away from the beach and that water spout.
This is nuts. Can't see.
We don't think this guy should go anywhere. Even if he wants to, he'll have to wait a couple of days. Nope, it's not just chunks of ice falling off the roof. It's hail. Even the camera guy couldn't believe his eyes. Looks like the beginning of one of those end-of-the-world movies.
Опоздали, блин. Солнце вообще отпад. Снимать.
There was a mud volcano eruption not far from the shore out at sea.
Грязь, да, это? Это же каждый год. Это же каждый год появляется. Помыли, называется. А теперь? Пипец.
Anyone would be shocked to see something like that so close to shore.
Это кто-то.
Residents of these Canadian islands don't often get the chance to witness something like this. Luckily, they managed to capture the rare moment when an iceberg broke apart. It looks like a scene from a movie, but it's actually a real halo that residents of a Chinese city were lucky enough to see. The cameraman captured some awesome footage on the avalanche. He was lucky to be on the opposite side of the shore, because if it weren't for the lake, that avalanche would have definitely reached him.
Oh my god!
He's really brave to go outside during such a storm.
Ay, 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 mira. Estos son. Ay, parece un pelotero, ¿viste?
On the beach, a woman came across a surprising scene. Thousands of sea snail eggs.
La mugre, por supuesto, obviamente. Sí, agregado valor del hombre es esto. Pero agregado, mira, mira, mira. Mira, mira lo que es.
The Northern Lights is one of the most stunning natural phenomena. It's hard to believe nature can create something like that.